Hey YouTube! Today in Kiwanna's kitchen, I'm going to be sharing with you all on how I make my homemade fajita and taco seasoning. I made some steak, shrimp, and chicken fajitas the other day using my homemade seasoning, and I will be making tacos very soon. So if you guys want to see how I make these, keep watching. Okay, first thing we're going to go ahead and start off with is cumin, and this is pretty much like the base of the spice. If you guys were wondering where like taco seasoning kind of get that real distinct flavor from, or taco or fajita seasoning, it's from the cumin. So now I'm going to go in with some paprika. And what the paprika do, it really just pretty much kind of just give the spice a really nice color. So yeah, I just went in with 2 tablespoons of that, and now I'm gonna go in with my onion and garlic powder, and I'm gonna kind of eyeball these, pouring these in because my spoon wouldn't fit in the bottle, so I'm just eyeballing them. And it's pretty much 2 tablespoons of everything, and I did use 3 tablespoons of some, but I'll tell you guys that in a minute. So now here I'm adding in the pepper flakes. Now here is where you can add as little or as much as you want, depending if you want a really spicy taco or fajita seasoning, or a really mild. Okay, so here is the chili powder, and I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of chili powder because the chili powder and the cumin kind of, in my opinion, kind of work together, because you actually taste them more than you do any of the other spices because of how strong they are. And this is the oregano that I'm going in with, and you guys will see I only used a little bit of cayenne pepper, and that's because, again, I don't want my spice here to be really spicy. So again, add as much or as little as you want. So now that's just the salt and pepper that I'm going in with, and my Szechuan seasonings. So if you guys are wondering why one is red, one is green, that orange one there, you can pretty much use that on anything you want, including meats or whatever. And the green one is made specifically for meats, poultry, seafood, whatever. That's what that one is for. But I use them both because I'm telling you, they just kind of intensify that flavor. So we're going to go ahead and just get this mixed up. And I have some mason jars, 8-ounce mason jars, that I'm going to store my spices in. Now, mind you guys, you can triple, double, quadruple, whatever this recipe if you want. But if you do that, make sure your spices are like you just bought them that day, and make sure you check that expiration date, because whenever your spice is in that expiration date, okay, that's how long your taco seasoning or your fajita seasoning will last. Some people always say 3 to 6 months or whatever. That's not true. Check those expiration dates, and that's how long your fajita seasoning or your taco seasoning will last, just the FYI. So now we're working on the fajita seasoning here, and the only difference with the fajita seasoning is that I'm adding in cornstarch, but everything else is just the same. And the reason you need cornstarch in the fajita seasoning is because you have vegetables in the fajitas, the bell peppers and the onion. They release a lot of water into your meat, and that cornstarch is just going to kind of help thicken things up. Just the FYI, if you guys are wondering why I added cornstarch in there. That cornstarch is going to act as a thickener. So now I'm just going ahead, like I said, with everything else the same, just like what I put in the taco seasoning. Everything else is exactly the same. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to mix that up and then get it into that mason jar there as well. And here I did add a little bit more of the cayenne pepper because I do like my fajitas to be a little bit on the spicy side. But again, just add what you want. And you saw there with the red pepper flakes. So now the Szechuan seasoning, and that's going to be it. So we're going to get those mixed up and into the jar there. And also, I want to say a real quick welcome to my new subscribers, guys. Welcome to my channel. And for those of you that are watching but haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my great recipes, how-tos, or DIYs. So you can see there the fajita seasoning is lighter than the taco seasoning. That's because that's that cornstarch. Okay, so just go ahead and kind of use your spoon to kind of mash things down a bit, because you don't want no lumps of that cornstarch in your spice there. So just go ahead and just make sure it's thoroughly mixed up. And we're going to get this into the jar as well. And I have some labels that's going to be going onto my jars. And you guys see that I had some spice like on the top of the rim there. I was just kind of trying to knock into the jar. But that is pretty much it, guys, on how I make my homemade taco and fajita seasoning. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Support my channel by subscribing. And until next time, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening and you take care. Bye.